Again, on the video here, you see me working here with Taco, overtake route, to again continue the process. Again, seeing him shaking here a little bit. Kind of say this is a normal part of the relational changing method. He's doing much better. Even on verbal commands, just getting him to down, to relax. Same thing. You see that shake, that shaking? That's the stress, anxiety. You know, that's part of anticipation of gaining fulfillment, control. Get it through the owner. So here it's the same thing. You want what we call like a hard stop. You just need the dog to understand you're in control. So this is a reasonable expectation. With the door open, he's standing here with the leash. Again, that's why you pull the leash. You see a dog. Dogs will go absolutely crazy. You see the tail wagging here a little bit. But this is all about related to, yes, we're going, but it's going to be through me, not on toll booth to me as I define, like sticking a quarter in the toll booth. This is about, you know, everything happening as a follower through the dog owner or through the trainer. And how this transfers over in terms of changing perceptions of the dog. So again, just be really patient here. I'm just taking my time. So every time I open this crate door up, you know, I want a certain level of shakiness to go away. I want Taco to become more and more relaxed each time. This is just going to be a routine expectation. Is open the door, whether it's going up to the bathroom and a combination of bathroom and interaction-based method. It's all just about just starting to relax over. So again, the shakiness goes away over time. But you want to be really, again, want to be really consistent with this. Just take the time, take the extra time. So if you're going to interact, you know, try to add on an extra, say 3-4 minutes. Just standing and encouraging dog to down, be assertive. And then once again, the shakiness, here's the thing, the shakiness doesn't, the expectation depending on the levels, isn't expected to go totally away, okay, the first few times, okay, this is a, you know, this is a progression, so it should be a little better each time, so you're always extending this out a little bit more, but the dog's going to become more and more agreeable because it's just going to be part of your new routine. So again, he's settling down, getting less shaky, even right here. Because like I said, this is about de-stressing the dog. So about to hook up. So in here, I move the leash a little bit. See the tail's wet. See that? Get the stress. And now, so I move the leash a little bit. I don't want that. You can hear the whining. So if I move the leash like this, I'm getting ready to hook him up. But then if I hear that escalate, I'm going to take an extra minute. Just like a child whining. Again, and so I just take another. I need him to calm down. So here I'm going to bend down. So even though I bend down here, I start to bend down. Stay, 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 hey, stay. Stay, see, wanting to crawl, stay, hey, stay. Stay. So you see this here, just the same thing. See, so I knelt down. He started creeping forward. I didn't even have to touch him. I just got really, really assertive with my verbal. So depending on the levels, you may have to get. It's not like screaming and yelling, but get really assertive. So if you're not assertive with the verbal, you will have to touch a little bit. I say touch. You're going to have to kind of push back a little bit. I've had to do that too yesterday a little bit, but nothing overly over the top or aggressive. This is just about intercepting. So same thing. Now kneel down here, and this is helpful just by kneeling down. I have, again, I have the leash, and I'm ready to go here. But where's that attached? Right here. But I want him to just, I want to talk with him to be calm. This is good for him. This is a de-stress. Understand? This is a de-stressing exercise. This is normal. So again, you don't want to do anything to. I don't want him to fail. Understand? This is just about me being normal. Okay? Like I'm bending down because every time when he surges forward, you're fading out. Okay? His mind's pushing, trying to push beyond you. So when I hook him up, I want him to be relaxed. I don't want him to push forward like that. So I'll just, again, I knelt down, I'm taking the extra time again. Again, see a little bit of shaking here. Because again, he's used to being able to surge forward, to connect with the person based on, again, emotional connection. This is about leadership. This is about me, again, me taking control, leadership, but intercepting, okay, in terms of taking stress off of him. So again, you want to know how to deal with a stressed dog, a reactive dog. People call it all sorts of things, but what is this? It's a dog that is holding a level of stress based on gaining control. So this again, you want to go totally reverse here. See how he's starting to calm down a little bit? Still shaking. You watch the video, see him shaking? Because he's working through it. So I'm not going to wait, forever. I'm just going to, just give it enough time again. So that was another step. Me kneeling down like that. You see his tail starting to wag again because I'm just moving my legs a little bit. You notice I'm moving, but again, the expectation hasn't changed. I want him just to stay there. This is why you get dogs that will, and Taco's one of those dogs. Dogs that, he's got a lot better, but dogs that before you even touch them, they'll start to spin, they'll scream, they'll act like you're killing them. And you're barely doing anything, okay? Because understand, it's physiological. They're reacting to the stress they're under, and they're challenging. Their mind's pulling in, and that's very hard for people to deal with because it really sends people for a complete loop. Because people's response, they want to respond with empathy, and they never can get out of it because they're always keeping themselves in a position of weakness. To understand, this isn't about being mean to dogs either, okay? This is about what's reasonable, a method that makes sense. See that? See him just start to, there's a good release point there. Just calm, just his head's hitting the lay down, and this is the most relaxed he's been yet. See, the shaking's gone right now. Right now, if you look at the video, there's no shit. The shaking, he just took a breath here. The shaking's gone. Now I'm going to hook him up and take him outside, and then I'm going to interact with him some to continue the process. So again, this shows you, this is a great example of what I'm talking about. The remote collar's on him. I haven't used the remote collar. I just use verbal here and just being really kind of firm with him and assertive, and he's responsive. And when he comes out, I'll take the remote collar. The remote collar comes off him right now, okay? So, but he's doing really well considering he's very, this is an example of a very, very stressed dog. But again, he's come along very well. So again, I'm going to hook him up here. Thanks for watching.